You know what the problem is with these fucking saunas is they're never hot enough for me. I'm like immune to the heat.
Yeah, but are you meaning that you don't sweat?
Mm-hmm.
Like you don't sweat at all?
Not really. I got to be in there for a long period of time. And like 30 minutes is all I can really handle in terms of just being in there with nothing else to do.
I like the sauna post-workout. That's how you really amp the sweat.
You know what? A lot of people use that word a lot.
What?
Post. I'm noticing that word a lot more than ever before in my life.
There's a lot of pre in baking.
But wait, I mean, explore that a little bit deeper. Like, what do you
You know
mean?
what it is? You know what's brought that word to light? It's given it a new life is COVID. You two say post-COVID very often.
Who two?
You two, Megan and you.
Really?
A lot of times I'm just like and now like I'm hyper aware of it.
Oh shit!
I think a lot of people said post-COVID.
I think post is a is prefix.
I like to use the word after.
Is post a prefix?
Prefix, yeah.
It's a prefix that's been around for a very long time. I'm gonna go ahead and say that's always been used.
Megan uses the word post a lot.
Yeah?
I do.
Yeah. It's funny when you notice words like that.
Yeah, and once you like pick up on it, then you keep seeing it or hearing it everywhere. That's a new thing that I've been noticing. There's a word for
famous
that. It's like
influencer, Meg?
Yeah, post famous influencer, Meg. Post Demi Moore.
Demi.
Listen.
That was spot on.
It is.
You think she looks like Demi Moore?
I'll take that one. That was the best comment on that post.
I guess I could see that a little bit.
The hair helps. Yeah, the straight
hair. The hair helps.
The nice straight hair.
Why did you just say that so creepy?
What?
You're just like, yeah, the nice straight hair.
I didn't have the deep voice.
Meg,
like
watch
this.
out.
I said the nice straight hair. That's it. No more compliments, Meg.
Oh, good. You're making it nervous.
Well, also,
Demi
wasn't
Moore?
she like robbing the cradle with Ashton Kutcher?
Yeah.
That was a thing.
Yeah, that was
That ended
I
bad for
rock
her.
cradles too, so it works.
I rob cradles.
I am. I'm an older woman.
She just said that so aggressively. She made like
I
a
am
fucking
Demi.
hand movement.
Not like this. You're not that much older than your boyfriend, right?
How much
No.
older?
14 months.
Oh my God, that doesn't even
robbing
count.
the
She
cradle.
she just used months.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, it's like
96
I'm an
weeks
infant.
older than him.
That was nuts.
When you're my age, young, it does matter more. I haven't had that many years on this planet, so the years count, you know?
No, like
apparently
that
the
is
months
like
count, too.
that's like the definition of Irish twins. That is not even a real
Yeah, that's not
age
robbing the
gap.
cradle.
Yeah, like by the time you're in your 30s, you're gonna say things like people our age.
Hey, we're both in our 30s. That's what she's gonna say.
Oh yeah, no, I know we're the same. I'm just saying.
Like
just
robbing the cradle was like I think Demi Moore was maybe in her early 40s.
She was like 10 years older than he was, I think.
I thought it was more than that.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Who is
Maybe.
it? Demi and Ashton?
Ashton
Yeah.
Kutcher, yeah.
I'd say 10 to 15 max on the spread.
Yes. I
Yeah,
agree.
they had a 15-year age gap.
All right,
15-year age gap. All right.
halfway.
That's a big age gap.
Yeah, a decade is probably
It's a much bigger age gap, female to male, than male to
female
female.
being older.
Yes.
Yeah, it's less common.
Say so.
Way less common.
Older men and younger women is like that's a thing,
Yeah, always.
big time.
Especially like grandpas and like hot girls, like rich grandpas, rich grandpas. Like that. What was that? Anna. What was the chick who got
Anna Nicole
fat?
Smith.
Yeah. That guy that she was dating.
She married like a 97-year-old
Yes.
dude who was like about to die. And he died
A
like
rich
15.
grandpa.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
It's pretty
Can't
wild.
wait. Can't wait for that.
We gotta have a lot of money. Gotta have a lot
Trying.
of money.
That's the only reason. That's my only motivation.
This show's gonna turn into like a red pill show. There's all kinds of content out there about this kind of stuff. But I don't. It's not our market.
I'm starting to experience it.
Experience what?
Just I'm attracting
Like
a lot of younger women.
An overwhelming like attraction by younger women. Like they just want you.
A lot of younger women.
I'm also losing my mind
I think you are.
What do you mean?
because I was about to say like I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because I'm not drinking anymore, but like I'm forgetting who I tell stories a lot more now.
Like fake stories, like made up stories.
No, like real stories.
oh,
Meaning like you repeat.
Like I was
yourself?
about to tell you guys the story about the waitress thing with my wife about like being younger. Did I tell you that
But you
story?
already told us this.
I know. I already told it.
Yeah.
I'm starting to get like you.
Oh. Shit. Who cares?
What about this? So this morning I'm in the coffee place, and I've heard this before, but it's never really registered with me. Have you ever been in a coffee shop and someone said, "Let me get a coffee, but not too hot"?
Never. I
That's
do that
insane.
with pizza.
Someone said today,
I do that with pizza. You don't do
You
that.
let me get a slice, but not too hot.
Give me a slice. Just warm it up.
100%.
Okay, but that's different. Just warming up than not too hot.
I don't
I mean,
think
it's
so.
kind of saying the same thing.
I think
I don't know. I feel like there's a difference there.
I've said that hundreds of times.
Not too hot, you're like a little bitch. Like warming up is I know what I want.
It's a better way of saying is what you're saying.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
better-
If you're like well, a piece of pizza, not too hot.
Right.
Like I don't want to be friends with
if you say it like a homosexual, then yeah.
But if you're like, let me get a piece of pizza, just warm it up a little bit. That's the guy who knows what he wants.
Right, but you can't say that about coffee because coffee's supposed to be hot.
I'm not in this. I
I like
say,
hot. I like hot coffee.
I often say,
Not too hot.
Let me get a slice of pizza, not too hot.
You say
weird.
not too hot.
Often.
It's
I
weird.
never say just warm it up.
I say warm it up. I say just warm it up. I'm gonna eat it right away. I'm not
Yo,
gonna
what?
taste it.
Do you have?
Sometimes I say don't even put it in there because I can look at it and say,
You
it
can
looks
tell?
like it's a little hot.
You can
It's like
spot.
you
and I don't want to wait. I'm starving.
You can spot check the temp.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know, if you see it and it's got no glisten on it, like all the oil's dried off and it's crusty and it looks like it's like a wrinkled old man, that pizza's been sitting there. You got to put that in the oven.
I feel like every time I go to a pizza place, I'm starving.
Well, or if you get a regular slice of pizza, it's warm. They're ripping through those.
Yes.
You don't really need to put that in the oven. You know?
My recent pizza activity is weird. I'm just gonna go ahead and put it on record. It's fucking strange.
White pizza.
No, what I've been doing with pizza, I very rarely eat pizza. Number one. Number two,
Missing out.
when I get it, I get Mama's in Copic because it's closest to my house.
Right.
And I get a barbecue chicken slice.
Wow.
They make these giant barbecue chicken slices. And like one slice is, I just eat one slice and that's it.
That's all you can eat.
Ew.
That's weird,
It's
Yeah,
huge.
that's weird.
right?
That's
it's
weird.
really good,
That's
but
weird.
it's strange.
That's not pizza to me.
Why are you making like gross faces up there?
I don't really like that kind. I'm a
Whatever.
pepperoni girl.
Just straight. See, pepperoni
But that one's-
gives me agita.
Very oily.
No, if you're getting
Yeah.
that type of pizza, it's a enda, you know?
Well,
Let me get a barbecue chicken slice and a regular slice.
Yeah, I used to
Okay.
be able
Just
to.
warm it up.
Well,
You know?
which one are you
Or just
eating
give me the
first?
regular
That's
slice
an
right
active
now while I'm
question.
waiting for that giant slice of chicken.
That's a
But
better
since
way.
I went keto, I can't do the second piece anymore.
You went keto?
I mean, I've drastically changed how I eat. I like 5 to 6 days a week. I almost exclusively eat salads.
Wow.
Are you in ketosis right now?
I am ketosis.
I was gonna say.
Ketosis is my worst nightmare.
You didn't. What do you mean? Why is it your worst nightmare?
My living hell is being in ketosis. But that's another story.
Want to have lunch?
Did you make me a rabbit?
That's what you're gonna turn into. Just eating rubbish.
No, I don't even know. To be honest with you, I don't even know what ketosis is. I just don't eat carbs during the week.
That's good. I wish I could do something like that.
I don't know. Like I know people talk about that shit, and they like. I don't really know what that is, and I'm not too concerned.
Actually, my 9-year-old Jake the other day, he goes, "I want abs." Right?
Abs?
He's like, "I want abs," and I'm like, "You should do sit-ups and push-ups every day, 25 minutes, right?" So he starts doing them, and he's sitting down, and you can see he has like two here, you know, faint abs, and then he has a little tiny roll right here, and he goes, "See, I got two here, I got two here." And then he points to this and squeezes it, and I go, "What's that?" He goes, "I like my breads."
That's funny.
He's 9 years old. I like my breads.
At that point, do you lift up your shirt and you say, "Me too"?
No, he knows what it looks like. You know? Like my breads too.
So no one's ever heard at
No,
Bento Coffee
not
Shop
a
and say,
I mean, coffee's got to be hot.
yeah, I know.
It has to be hot.
So you heard that today?
Yeah, I heard it today. I've heard it before, but today it
Wow.
just jumped out at me.
I will admit, I get a coffee, same coffee every single morning. I am a huge pussy on my first sip.
What do you mean?
I'm so scared of my first sip of burning my.
Well,
Yeah, but
because you get
also-
7-Eleven coffee and their fucking lids are disgusting. The whole
Exactly.
all that shit. Like,
You don't take the top lid ever.
wait. All right, so educate me for a second because I may be overstepping. 7-Eleven, you get regular flat lids, or they like fancy ones with
No,
like
now it's the
fucking
one where you got to
lids.
lift the top.
Huh?
You just got to lift the top.
Sippy lids.
All that's
Sippy lids.
no good, bro.
But I'm so nervous about it being so hot.
Well, that
first sip,
distance
I
from the
can't-
sippy
I
lid,
can't stand it.
it makes it a thing.
Yes.
Whereas, like, if you're coming straight with a flat joint,
Yes.
you know what
People
you're
do
doing.
that?
Of course.
It took me a while to get off that flat one because I
The
love that
flat one is the perfect thing.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah, it also spills.
True,
Flat
but
one.
I agree.
I don't travel with my coffee, though. I don't drink coffee in the car. I don't do that.
right.
I go no lid often,
That's the best.
That's dangerous in the car.
all the time. You go to a coffee shop and you're like, the one in my town, I'll walk out, I'll be like, yeah, I don't need the lid. And they're like, look at me like, what are you, fucking crazy? I'm like, bro, I'm doing this for fucking 41 years. Come on. Then I spilled it all over
No.
myself in the car.
Kurt, do you get milk? Like, what's your coffee order?
Oh,
French
yeah.
vanilla, baby.
So that's another part. And that's where I was going to
up,
go.
don't
Not
drink
about the
coffee
lids.
without it.
I was going to go, this guy's got 25% of the cup is dairy.
No,
How
it
is that
was.
cool hot?
It was. It
You're
used to be
cooling the
that way.
shit off with that thing.
Nope, it used to be that way until I got into my Brazilians. And now I like a really dark coffee, right?
Like 7-Eleven
Dark
Brazilian?
7-Eleven Brazilian.
Okay.
Or if we're doing Chuck full of nuts, we're doing Colombian. But that's different.
Okay. All right. That's at the house? Chock full
That's
of
at the
nuts?
house, yeah.
Okay.
But I do. I used to do when I first started coffee. I used to do. You're right, 25% of French vanilla. But now it's a little.
You can't
different dab.
taste the coffee at
Do
that
you
point.
put French vanilla and sugar?
No. Just French vanilla.
All right.
But I have to have it, or else I cannot drink your.
I bet you would lose a lot of weight if you just cut that out. That's how a
said
lot
about
of
Red
people.
Bulls.
I'm not saying you need to. I'm just saying like that's an easy way to like get something out of your
I
diet.
cannot drink coffee without a little bit of French vanilla.
What about like flavored coffee? French vanilla
haven't
flavored
tried it.
coffee.
They have
It
that?
doesn't.
Sure.
I'm a creamer girl as well, Kurt. It doesn't taste as good.
Right.
Like I feel like flavored coffee, you could smell it in the brew, but I don't really taste
You don't
it.
taste it.
Wait, but Megan, don't you you do French vanilla too?
Yeah, but I do use like almond milk.
But you
creamer,
do
but
like
I
French
use creamer
vanilla
every single
only
day.
produced in factories where people are wearing Lululemon and fucking made from goat cheese and fucking shit
No,
like that.
okay, no. I'll throw down with what is the coffee mate?
Okay.
Like
Coffee mate.
if necessary.
In a pinch,
Yeah.
if you
Is
have
that
to.
International Delight.
International Delight. That's the one I like.
International Delight. Yes. I love
delicious.
creamer, and I love enjoying my morning coffee. So
When I get,
Always.
I'm at the point now that I drink so much black coffee. If I have creamer in my coffee, it's like dessert. Like I'll snort that
Right,
in half a second.
right.
You
It's kind
know,
of like having an Irish
I just
coffee
chug
or
it.
something like that.
It tastes so good. It's like candy. Can't
like the
do it.
s'mores latte you had the other day.
Oh,
I feel
God,
you should
that was
shout
gone
out. That
in-
was stunning.
That was gone in probably 10 seconds. I ate the cup on that one.
Now I kind of want to call it.
I did black for a really long time. It started to kind of bother my stomach. Maybe I don't know if that was the problem.
Bro, you got a lot of fucking rules. This guy's eating
Doesn't bother
barbecued
me.
pizza, and he can't have fucking black coffee because his stomach hurts.
Barbecue pizza is gonna run.
Now I just do an espresso with a little bit of milk. I like it like that.
And that's only like this much, right?
No, I make the lungo. So it's like a 6 ounce. You don't know what a lungo is?
No. Is it smaller than a venti?
It's probably 6 ounce.
How long does that last?
10 minutes
So
in
you
the
don't
morning.
really enjoy it. Like my
Yeah,
coffee
I
lasts
enjoy
like
it.
an
6
hour.
ounce. It's like I'm turning around from the machine and it's
That's
on.
what I'm saying.
You know?
man.
Exactly.
My coffee
One
lasts
sip.
like an hour.
I don't see that. I can't do that.
Overheat it.
My coffee my coffee needs to be hot the whole way through. And I don't like a large amount of liquid in my stomach at that time in the morning. Because then I go and do jujitsu.
A lot of rules.
You can't do jujitsu with fucking 20 ounces of coffee in your fucking gut. You can't do that.
I don't drink coffee anymore before working out. Can't do it. I don't like the taste in my mouth, and I
Yeah?
just don't like the way I feel. It's so
Here's
jerky.
a question: do you fucking brush your teeth before or after your coffee?
I do it before.
Well, you guys
'cause I
do
go-
it in the car.
Yeah, I go to work.
See, I won't brush my teeth until after I have my coffee.
But it is gross. I will fully admit that.
The
Yeah.
taste,
Teacher breath.
the taste of toothpaste and coffee combined is a very bad taste.
It's not good.
Yes.
It's not good.
Good segue into something I was thinking about the other day as I was enjoying like a really nice cup of coffee. Like brand taglines. I think maybe the best brand tagline of all time is the best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup.
Cup. Yep.
That might be the best
That was a
tagline
good one.
Oh, wait,
of
are
all
you,
time.
But are you saying tagline or jingle?
No, like
Oh, they're
tagline.
same.
Like if you think
But their
about a
jingle
brand
was good.
and just the way it makes you feel, because that is true.
That was kind of more of a jingle, though, I think.
But,
Yeah,
all right.
that one's a jingle.
Whatever. My point is like something that a brand is known for, like
Yes.
Yeah,
because now, like being older and connecting it is like that is my favorite part of waking up, is getting a cup of coffee.
I do look forward to it.
1000%.
You know?
I do look forward to it.
Sometimes I'm like, I can't wait to go to sleep so I can wake up and have a cup of coffee.
I do that.
You know?
That happens to me.
I
That
have
happens to me.
said I can't. You don't want to go to work the next day sometimes, but I have said I can't wait for my coffee in the morning, which I never thought I would be because I started late.
I love to wake up and have the coffee. It's the best. It's like, I don't want to say it's the best part of the
So
day, but
great.
it's a very nice part of the day.
It is.
Yeah.
They didn't even need that jingle back then because there was so few brands and they just dominated the world. Except for chock full of nuts. Who the
Wait, but
fuck still
Meg,
uses that
you
brand?
still do Nespresso?
It's delicious.
I do Nespresso, but we don't use them all the time. So
like
we
special
use
treat?
grounds a lot, and we'll like make pots of coffee throughout the week. You know, it's expensive to do the pods all the time.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize it's also expensive to buy a lot of coffee grounds. Thankfully, it's just us two, but goes quick.
Got to get them on sale.
What do you mean coffee grounds?
I mean beans. Like
no, I
ground
mean like grounds to put in a normal coffee machine, to put in the little paper.
Like
thing.
regular coffee,
Aren't-
like Folgers, but you just get fancy shit from Trader Joe's, right?
No, aren't they called grounds? Coffee grounds?
Yeah.
Because it's not a full bean.
Ground coffee, yeah.
Ground coffee.
Ground coffee, yeah.
Yeah,
So
whatever.
the same coffee that
whatever.
you get anywhere,
Yeah.
right?
In
Coffee.
a tin
Yeah, in a tin,
Yeah.
yeah.
or a
Got it.
bag.
But yeah, we do that.
Okay.
Coffee tins.
So what, the weekends is for
Some of those.
Nespresso?
I still have
Weekends are for Nespresso, maybe occasionally during the week.
What's
If it was up
that?
to me, I'd go and spend $6 on a coffee every single day because it's so fun.
It's so fun.
I used to
It's so
I used
fun.
to go and get coffee, but since I got the Nespresso machine, I like it. I think it's great. I do the
Nespresso.
Nespresso.
Oh,
Like I got
Nespresso.
the thing with the milk. Like I steam the milk. That's a cool
that's
whole
the George
ritual.
Clooney thing, right?
Yeah.
It's fun.
What about
Yeah.
espressos?
Espressos.
I
That's what my
actually
dad
have
says.
made a couple coffees with. If you go to 7-Eleven, again 7-Eleven hot on this show, you could do the espresso and then throw your coffee on top of it. Huh? Is that cheap?
Yeah. Is it espresso or is it espresso?
Espresso.
All right.
But it's
Coffee. I've been
express
doing
and
his
fast.
thing. I've been
True. True.
fast,
that
fast
works.
coffee.
But is that right? Is that good? Can you do that? Should you do that? Put
A
an
shot of espresso in
espresso
your
Yeah,
in
that's what
coffee.
people do.
Right?
Yeah. Isn't that called
Is
something?
Like
that
a red
called
eye?
Red eye?
Yeah.
What is it called? The red,
Red eye.
It works.
I've been doing his thing. I've been putting the coffee into the protein shake. Protein, chocolate, peanut butter, a little bit of coffee, and yeah, chocolate and peanut butter for protein. That's fucking nice.
Sounds
Anything coffee and blended, cold.
Yeah, it's very
Frappuccino.
nice. I had one today. Highly
Yeah.
I
enjoyable.
don't do the cold yet.
I don't really do cold coffee either. Not often.
It's a
I
fact.
could go either way.
Like I
depending on
don't
the vibe.
dislike it. It's not like I don't like this at all.
Right.
It's I don't need it. I
It's
don't.
not as satisfying, I don't think.
I just don't need it. I don't.
I'll do it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't fucking care. Like anything, I walk into a coffee shop, anything on that thing, if they were like, oh, we're out of everything except for this one thing, and it's what no one likes, I love it
And you pick multiple things.
all the time.
It's good. Variety.
But my
I
go-to
love
is
it.
just like large black coffee,
right.
as big as you can get in a
Give me a
bucket.
large
Give me it in a
black
pail. I don't care. Just give it to me.
Well,
Nah.
going off the coffee conversation, a thing that I'm hot on right now is little almond croissants. And there's a
Ooh.
bunch of bakeries around here, coffee shops. You go, you rip a latte, and obviously you're gonna get a little something sweet. And that's been my thing lately. And normally I would not go for an almond croissant, but I heard that this was like the best one in the neighborhood. They are so delicious. It's insane. So my question is, what would be your go-to pastry with a cup of coffee?
I mean, all of them. I mean, there's not a lot. There's not a lot of them that I wouldn't get. But like the
But
concept of
preference.
sitting in, that's another thing that I love but never do, is like sitting down, having a coffee and a pastry together is like, get the fuck out of here. That's like one of the
Life's
best things in
simple
life.
pleasures. Yeah.
Yeah, but you do those simple pleasures too much, and next thing you know, you're looking like they got to roll you down the street.
Oh my God.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, you have so much salad in you. You know, it's like
Live a little.
be all right. I'm actually like I've evolved my whole fitness thing to that. It's like who cares? You know, if you're out there, you're ripping it up. You know, you're
Long as
fucking
you're working out.
Uh-huh.
you're lifting 220-pound sandbags with black men in the back. You know, like you eat whatever you want.
For me,
80-20.
limiting works good for me because I'm extreme. I don't, because I'll eat like fucking a dozen fucking croissants in one sitting.
You are actually.
The almond croissant I've recently gotten involved with heavily
Never even heard of it.
because
With the inside, like that creamy
the paste,
stuff?
it's paste,
Ooh.
almond paste
Oh
in
my
there.
God.
Because I always thought almond croissant, what the fuck is that? It's just got little slivers of almond on it. Is it a regular croissant?
Dry.
I'm out.
Yeah.
But then that nice warm paste in the middle.
Kinda like
Holy
a-
shit.
Kind of like a
It
what's the
is
Italian cookie?
so
Yeah, exactly like that.
delicioso.
The pastry with the coffee is situational. It depends. Like what time of year are we talking?
Morning.
You know,
Winter.
what's going on outside, you know?
You know what used to be
What
very
time
nice?
of year are we talking? The morning.
The whole thing. You're right.
When you run it back, that's gonna be good.
Because you know where my mind immediately went was like old school chocolate frosted donuts from Entenmann's.
Oh, those are the best.
It's the ones that are fully
refrigerator.
cake in the middle and like the whole thing is chocolate
Yes,
outside.
exactly.
Those are so
Those
good.
are the
I used to like
best.
the crumb ones.
Oh, the
from
mix
that
pack?
Oh,
Variety
those are
pack,
good.
yeah.
Nobody
yeah.
ate the glaze though. Those
My
are so
grandfather used to be like the president of Entenmann's in the 80s.
good. Really?
And they used to just fucking load us up. And he passed away like really young. And they would just send us shit all
They
the
eat
time.
donuts all the time.
We had at my grandparents' house, we used to have an ice cream freezer in the basement
It's full of Entenmann's.
that was just filled with cake.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's
I
fun.
get made fun of a lot of times in my house because my birthday cake is an Entenmann's golden with the chocolate
Chocolate?
on top.
Wow.
It's the greatest one. From the fridge. It's got to be in the fridge.
You know the banana chocolate crunch?
Yes.
That's a good cake.
Apple puffs were
Those
my
things are
favorite.
expensive now.
It's got
I love
fruit in it
sugar.
now. It's got mango in it. Get the fuck out of here.
I don't want fruit
You
and
know?
stuff.
You know the pastry place, the bakery out in Montauk? That's like that. They also have the egg sandwiches
I mean, I know of
over
it.
by the snack box place.
What, the one that makes the pies? They're famous for making pies?
Briarmere.
No, that's
Briar.
right.
That's on
Oh,
Norfolk.
No, like in
That's
in,
for the Thanksgiving
in
episode.
downtown, like in Montauk, like in the village or the town or whatever. There's
been
like
there
this
twice.
spot, and that would always be like the best thing in the morning. It's like go get the pastries and the coffee from there. That was nice. What else? You guys know about that the Taking Back Sunday show in Lyndhurst backyard?
I saw videos of
Yeah, I
it.
saw videos.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That was really
How
cool.
I
old
think
are
it's
those
part of
guys?
the documentary.
Schaefer was
Oh,
there,
yeah?
I think.
Yeah, there's a real big time guys like a video editor, a photographer, Mike Dubin, I think his name is. I think it was like a little bit staged for something that he's doing.
Oh, but he's
Yeah.
not from Lyndhurst though, is he?
I think he's from Long Island originally.
I know
Lives in
he's
New
friends
Jer-
with all
he
those
lives in
guys.
New Jersey.
Were
Yeah.
they that big?
Taking Back
They were
Sunday.
super big?
Yeah.
Big.
Because they were like right after my time.
No, they're really big, nationally, globally,
Globally, man.
The world.
the world.
The world knows them.
Yeah, they. It's cool though. That's cool. Oh, you know whose backyard it was?
Chris Smith.
Ah,
Yeah.
that's cool.
500 bands.
What'd you say?
That's what you're watching recently? Is that what we're talking about?
Do you know who Taking Back Sunday is?
Not a chance.
The band.
It's a band, yes.
So they're from Long Island, like, and a lot of the guys that
Okay.
are in that band are kind of like hung out with people that we hung out with. Our friend Chris came up with the name of that band, and they played like some secret show in a backyard in Lindenhurst, like out of nowhere,
That's
and
cool.
it's been showing up all over social media.
I feel like the hardcore Long Island old school music scene is like really flaring up again. Right? Doesn't it feel like that?
Yeah,
It does.
yeah.
Seeing it.
Well, because we're the first social media generation. Like, so we're the first people that like. So it's like I kind of think like in that time, none of that stuff got any coverage on social media. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't popping then.
Yeah.
Now it's like the people that are our age are kind of just doing the. It's I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I know what
Same
I'm trying
kind
to
of
say.
thing a little bit. A lot of 90s bands are coming back too. Doing tours again.
Like who?
Porno for Pyros, Smashing Pumpkins.
But '90s bands, they're too old now, man. They're too old.
They didn't look too spry, those Taking Back Sunday kids on that stage.
Taking Back.
They didn't look like young.
He was stage diving and flipping around. Yeah, but
Yeah.
he probably was hurting.
There was some big boys stage diving too. I saw them
I
trying
didn't-
to crowd surf and shit.
I didn't see that.
I can't stand when those people landed on my head.
No, yeah, I didn't like that either.
Oh my God.
That was not for me.
I went to like one of those reunion shows recently in Brooklyn and I couldn't walk for a week afterwards.
Dancing?
It's just too long of a time to be standing in one
Standing?
spot with people just jammed up against you.
Yeah.
It's just you're using like weird parts of your body to brace yourself for getting kicked in the mouth.
Interesting.
You
They
know?
they are violent, especially Silent Majority and stuff. Don't they? The kicks,
Yes. Yeah.
kicks that came out of those people. Like I was used to like the
Pushing.
just the pit, the pushing, here and there. But when they started doing
Circle
the
pit?
flips and the high karate kicks to people's faces, I was like, this is fun.
Oh
This-
God.
then just like hugging afterwards.
This is nuts, man.
That's not for me.
I couldn't do it.
That's not for me. No, sir. No, sir.
Megan, like when you go to a concert, are you getting up close, jammed in real tight?
You kicking people in the face?
I would say I'm in the top like front 30% of
Wow.
the crowd is where I like. That's like my ideal, 30 to 40%.
Sweating?
I would say.
But you like to stand in general admission? Like that's your shit?
It depends on the vibe. You know, I feel like if it's GA only, obviously I'm still gonna go.
I want mezzanine table service all the time.
Wow. Wow.
It's so dramatic.
I find it weird to sit at a music concert.
You stand up when you want to stand up.
Yeah, but just sitting sometimes, and I think that's an odd.
Having the option to sit is good.
It's always awkward when you have to figure out like when's the time to like start getting up. Like I don't know how to explain. Like I remember concerts when I was younger, and like you're kind of awkward, and you're like, all right, when are we gonna stand up from our seat and start like? And it's like if the people behind you didn't do it yet, then you're just like, yeah, and they're sitting. Like it's weird.
Just do it.
Etiquette.
And then you get like, if it's like a half and half crowd, you get like people in the back like, sit down.
Oh,
I know, that's the thing. And it's like, I'm living my life and you're not. Like, if you're at Jones Beach, that's a big thing.
Yes.
Like, everyone's just got to rise at the same time.
No, if
There
you're
should
at
be a
Jones
time where we
Beach,
say-
you can't be complaining about people standing up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what about those awkward moments where like everybody's sitting down, but there's like 3 or 4 people who are really into it, love the band, and they're standing up? That happens
Then
often.
it's got to be a slow song.
I
It's got to
haven't,
be a
I
balance.
haven't seen that too often.
I haven't seen that much. It's
I
gotta
feel
be
like that
a balance.
happens all the time.
But, like, you can't be mad at those people because they're having a good time.
Yeah.
They're paid to go. Live your truth, you know?
I'm
weird.
up. If it's a band that I really wanted to go see, I'm up as soon as they're walking on stage.
I guess
They're
depends. It depends like who it is, what's the music.
Of course.
It depends, you know?
Like Paul McCartney.
Yeah,
you
what's
sit
the
down.
vibe?
Definitely. Billy Joel, you're sitting down. Those bands, you're sitting down.
Yes.
The older bands.
Which is even more awkward because it's like, when do you stand up?
Yeah, I don't know.
But Billy Joel is like, is it only during We Didn't Start the Fire?
I guess
If
like
the
if you're a
4 of
really good
us-
act, you got people on their feet the whole time.
I don't think
Yeah.
Billy Joel's got people. I think they're
No.
too old.
Billy
No
Joel's
way.
fucking
Yeah, they're
90
too
years
old.
old.
And he plays the Garden
Yeah.
5 times a week.
And the median age of the people there is probably
Right.
67.
I mean, another old reference, but like, it's sad that it's old. But Pearl Jam, you're not sitting during a Pearl Jam.
No chance.
It's not possible.
No way it's not possible.
So they play for 2.5 hours.
And you're standing the whole time.
Unless
I
you
don't
get
think so.
Yeah, every time I've ever seen Pearl Jam,
I don't
you're
think
on
so.
your feet and it's electric the
I
whole
don't
time.
think so.
Without a doubt.
Definitely.
But see, what's good about a Pearl Jam show is like you're not gonna go. I mean, like it's usually in a large venue, and like if you're at the Garden, so you have a seat. You can keep your drink in the cup holder.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like if you got to sit down for a second for any particular reason, you can. That's cool. That's cool. But you're not sitting for any length of time.
No.
You go
don't
see
think so.
like the Action Bronson shit. It was a cool experience, but like the line of sight kind of sucked.
Well, because you're a fucking midget.
Yeah, I'm short.
I saw,
Short
that, like
king.
that to me, like that. Let's use that as a situation.
First of all,
we were there for like 40. Like he played for like 45 minutes. If you're not standing up the whole time during that, it's
Right.
like, come on.
No,
What are you
I
doing?
didn't
You know?
mind. I didn't mind the standing as much as I mind like not the great, like
Viewing angle.
Yeah, we were deeper. We were at deep. There's a decent amount of people in front of us. You know, you couldn't
I'm
really.
trying to think of like a new band that I saw. I don't think I've seen any new bands.
Like anybody sitting at all during a Taylor Swift concert, Megan. No way, right?
That's crazy. No way. No
I just
way.
saw Andrew Schultz say that like
I saw that
he
too.
went to see Taylor Swift and like he's been converted and it was the best concert ever. He says the only person that could put on a better concert in the history of the world,
Jackson.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah, I don't believe it.
Yeah. You don't believe it, Kurt?
No, I don't believe that.
I give her credit. I know she's great and everything. I don't connect with her music at all,
No,
you know?
I don't. I
Yeah,
don't
but
have a connection.
I don't really either, and I'm like the target demographic. I'm not a Swiftie.
Yeah,
but I
you've been
think she's
shitting on
fucking
Taylor
awesome.
Swift since we met, and I kind of like that about you.
Thank you. I'm not like other girls. What I was gonna say is, if the 4 of us had to go to a concert, who would we go see?
Well, I'm
Where in the Venn diagram do we overlap?
I'm pretty flexible.
I'm not flexible.
Do we know that?
It
Yeah,
would
I
be
feel
a
like
tough
Kurt's
sell.
the tough part.
It would be a really tough sell. What would be the top 3 that Jesse could afford?
The truth is,
Yeah,
I
we're
will go
going
to
in the
anything.
box.
What did you say?
Yeah.
I'll go to anything for a night out,
I mean, it depends.
some live
Depends
music.
where it is. I mean,
You
say-
wouldn't just
you
go-
say Meadowlands. That's a big problem.
What?
What?
Yeah, it's a big problem
For who?
for everybody.
What do you mean?
That's a horrible trek there.
You
and
get a
worse
fucking
trek
bus
back.
or a
You're
car or
fucking-
something,
I mean,
and you
you're in a
fucking.
different
You're
situation.
50
That's-
years
Well, all right. So
old.
we're playing the
Situation.
fantasy game. I'm paying for it. Fucking let's go.
Oh, I mean, we're getting a car. I'll almost go anywhere. That's fine.
This fucking
I
guy.
mean, if there's service,
Bro,
I
you
gotta
gotta
walk on
loosen
these
up.
feet forever.
Oh my god.
What would
All
be
right.
the top three?
Can we get back to the fucking choices? It's hot, you know.
No.
Yeah. Who would we see?
Who's
Yeah,
hot?
this is gonna be
Who's hot?
this is gonna be a dead end right now.
Why?
Because no one's gonna come up with three
Who's
people
hot?
that
You
we
want to see
could
Drake with his bulletproof vest on? What do
I'd
we
go
wanna
see
do?
Drake in a second.
I would go see Drake.
I would hate it, but if there's service, I'll go.
What about that clip of that giant fucking bra that someone threw on stage?
Oh my
saw
God. Yeah.
That's gotta be.
Who else? Who else? Come on, let's keep going here. Obviously, you know, the weekend. I'm in.
Nope. See that one where I wipe you out after seeing his fucking HBO show.
No, you really went down on that one.
Yeah.
I watched that, by the way.
I don't even know who's popular anymore. I really, it's so sad.
Meg, come
Yeah,
on.
I don't think Kurt would like. I would love to see Leon Bridges. That's very high. On
I
my
would totally
list.
go see Leon Bridges. What about Hosier?
I know. Well, I'm going in September.
I think
and can't fucking
Hosier.
wait.
All four of us could go see Hosier, and you would enjoy Hosier without a doubt.
Hosier?
Yeah, I'll send you.
Is that Take Me to Church
Yeah,
guy?
but yeah,
Now
but
it's Hosier? I thought it was like Hosier or something like that.
Megan and I were
I
talking about this
butcher
the
his
other day.
name. I don't even know what it is.
it's Hosier.
Hosier?
What about
It's
Hosier?
Hosier.
Well, he's like a rock guy, right?
He's a rock guy, and he's very, very.
I couldn't do country. I'm not doing country.
Yeah, no,
with
that
anybody.
that's the only thing that I wouldn't do.
That would be tough.
I would do
Yeah,
almost
I can see
anything
that.
else. I'd probably even go see something that like you guys said that I didn't even know, but like you play me a track and it's cool, and I'd go. But the only thing that I wouldn't do is country, like no chance.
Tough one. Tim McGraw, they were.
There's a real serious country
You like
revival.
country.
Love it. It's is like the Bud Light loving country music. There's really fucking great country music
Yeah, I
out
can't
right
stand
now.
No, there's very good country music.
Yeah.
That's like the most popular though. Like, give me a
Yeah,
12
that's what
pack of
everybody's-
fucking 4x4.
Yeah. But there's really good country music.
Like who?
Tyler Childress or whatever his name is. Tyler
Yeah.
Childs. Sturgill Simpson. Fucking
Love that
amazing.
name. It's a great name.
Sturgill Simpson. I know him, but he
Amazing.
is like all right. So like alt country. I don't count that country.
Yeah, that's like pop.
Chris
Alt
Stapleton is so talented.
alt
Shout
country
out Tennessee whiskey.
is cool. Like Ryan Adams, fucking that shit's great. But like pop country, no gracias.
All right, so no country.
No country.
All right,
I
so
would
we're gonna
probably
plan a
go to see
concert.
anything. There's really very few things you would say like we're going to this.
So we should do
We're
that.
gonna have
we
a
should
good
do
night out.
We should do a fucking team trip. Country. What?
Not country.
Yeah, definitely.
Not country. I don't know.
I'm gonna look into it.
Let's
That'd
go,
be
You
man.
want to go see the Zach Brown band?
fun. Oh my god, my parents have seen them multiple times, and they're like obsessed with them.
I would not go see the Zach Brown band.
Yeah. All right.
Maybe like
They're
in my
great, though.
drinking days.
Let's go see that red bearded guy with the blonde hair who's super popular. Right?
Yes.
Oh, the guy that song's cool.
It is a cool song.
It's like
a
very
cool
well
song.
thought out.
What about that crazy chick that's interviewing everybody in her bed? That interviewed Drake in
Bobby
her bed.
Altoff?
What?
Yeah.
Who
girl
is
with the
that?
monotone voice?
Yes.
She's making a run of it
Great.
right now. She's
killing
fucking
it.
she's killing it.
Hilarious.
She's killing it.
What's her
Thickiana-
name?
Thickiana?
Bobby Al
Where'd she
Altoff.
come from?
Did you ever see that clip?
Thickiana?
She's like, I have a really big butt. She's like, it's a problem. And then Drake's like, oh, a little Thickiana?
That interview in bed was amazing.
She's doing it. She's doing it everybody now.
She's
She
getting
also
all
has a
Cuban.
TikTok viral clip where she's like at the show and there's all people dancing around her and she's just like standing there with that face on. It's fun.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
She's killing it.
Yep.
Good for her.
Good for her.
I don't know. She makes me uncomfortable.
I think that's her point.
That's what she does.
I know.
very monotone. I should try that.
She's like, can you get me some water? And then like guy tries to give her the water. She's like, no, I don't know what you have.
Right. It's all awkwardness.
Yeah.
And she talks about how she's got no money on every one of these fucking podcasts.
Well,
And she's
now
in
she's
debt.
like, she tried to get like Mark Cuban to sponsor her.
Yeah, I saw that one too.
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
Good for her. Do you think, Bobby? Thickiana.
Everybody's got a fucking angle, you know?
Girl boss.
What else is going on?
Yeah, is anyone watching, listening? What
Yeah,
are
I'm
what are we
watching
doing?
I'm watching something called Jury Duty, and it's hilarious.
I watched
You're
it.
doing jury
I
duty?
watched
heard
it
that's
all?
funny.
Watched it. Loved it.
It's great.
It was one of those like shows where not a high production value,
Right.
but you genuinely think the guy is a really nice guy. And I
Yes.
couldn't stop watching because of that.
Yes.
It was not overly funny. It was funny at times,
Yep.
but I couldn't stop watching because the guy was just like, makes
Just a nice
you,
guy. It was a real guy.
yes, makes you like believe in the human spirit again.
Do you know what it's about at all?
Aw.
I have no idea.
So they want to do. They're saying they're doing a documentary on the judiciary. Oh my god, I cannot say that word.
you just said judiciary.
Judiciary.
You said judiciary.
Anyway.
Have another White Claw, Kurt.
Yep. Hello.
Judicial.
Yes. Thank you. So they're doing a documentary on a case, right? And it's
Okay.
gonna be this judge's last case and stuff.
Okay.
Every single person is an actor besides this one guy. Kind of like a Joe Millionaire situation.
Yeah, it's
right?
like a reality type.
It's a reality show. Everybody is an actor. They all have their characters, their parts, besides this one guy who's a juror. And he just wants to do it to see how the system works, and he was interested in it. All these crazy things just start
It's like
happening.
an it's unscripted.
James
Some
Marsden.
of it's scripted. The guy, yeah, one of the guy who's is an X-Men, a couple big movies. He's
James
like,
Marsden's in it, but as James Marsden.
yeah, he doesn't want to be there because he doesn't feel like he has to be there. Shit like that, like. And the guy, I think they play the characters great. Like they all play
Amazing.
their characters great. And also, what I also thought was great about it is the first episode was definitely the hardest to do because they did the whole jury picking situation
Yes.
with a lot more people.
Yeah.
And then as soon as they secluded them into their thing, they could do whatever the hell
Wait,
they
so,
want.
but
Yeah.
this one guy, everybody in the show is an actor. And
Besides this
but
one guy.
guy's not an actor.
Yes.
Who is he?
He's just a guy. He's just a random dude.
He's
from
like, it's almost like a
California.
prank, you know?
But he doesn't know they're all actors.
He
Of
has
course
no
not.
idea.
No idea.
He doesn't know who James Marsden is.
No,
He
James
does.
Marsden is James Marsden.
He does.
Yeah. So, but he's now with a movie star.
Yeah,
Yes.
but he knows, but he's
They're
in,
in
LA.
California.
So, like, a movie star get called for jury duty. But the rest
so-
of the people are actors,
all right.
but they don't know they're
Now I'm
actors.
trying to understand. I think I understand. The guy is in a real jury duty situation.
Yes,
So
yes.
he thinks.
Yes.
And he happens to be there at the same
gets
time.
picked.
All these famous people are there.
No, just one famous person. Everybody else is just an actor.
An actor.
Everybody else is just an actor. The famous guy is just to add comedy to it and add a little bit more spice to it.
Yeah, he's like a diva.
But even he, like into episode 4, like that's what I'm up to. Even he's like, this is the craziest. That like everything's happening. Like something's going on here. Like he even kind of like feels like this is weird.
It sounds
You know what I mean?
it sounds interesting.
It was pretty fun. It's pretty funny. I haven't
good.
finished it yet though.
Pretty clever idea, and it goes by fast.
Yes,
That's cool.
and that's
Yeah,
what
I
I'm
heard good
watching.
things about that. I've been seeing a lot about the show Suits
Yeah. What's
They-
going on with that?
all over TikTok.
Same. What's going
I
on
have
with
no
that?
idea.
They-
I don't know. That's why I wanted to ask you guys if you've seen it.
It's an old show.
They
Old show.
advertise it a lot on. It's always like in the featured thing on Netflix too.
Right.
But that is an old show.
It's an old show.
Something's happening about it, though, right now. Like, there's something going on
They
with
bought the rights, so there's gonna be a new season or something. What's
Yeah,
it about? It's
the
about
only-
lawyers. It's lawyers.
it. Long Island, I think.
Is it really?
I thought. Anything that's past, like, 2 or 3 seasons, it's, I
100%.
can't do it.
That's yeah. I need to be convinced
Unless,
to watch
like,
something that long.
you know, I come down with some sort of a disease where I'm in bed for the next 6 months.
Yeah.
Who's got the time?
I don't know.
You could do so much better things with your life than watch fucking 9 seasons of
9
Suits.
seasons.
Same thing with Yellowstone. Like, Gary was like, hey, you gotta watch it. I'm like, dude, no fucking way.
Too far along now, right?
Yeah, I'm an adult.
Yeah.
Then you
I
got
have
the-
things going on.
Then you got the 1883 and the 1941.
Yeah.
It's like, where am I in this?
Spin-offs, and now there's beers being made for it. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Do you watch shows together with your wife?
Of course.
Like you guys share
Yeah.
shit. But I feel like that stuff is good for that.
Yeah.
No,
but
that is
what he's
nice.
saying is,
That
Like
is
when you
nice.
both lock in on a show.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
we'll be dead by the time we get through Yellowstone.
Yeah,
You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
We
what
don't
we're
have
doing
that
with
much
jury
time.
duty. We haven't had a show in a while, like, and that's where we got into this show. Like, it was
Interesting.
finally something to laugh at.
You know who's been crushing the show game? Apple TV. Their shows
I
have
was
been
about to say Hijacked. I
Amazing.
want to watch that.
amazing.
You watched it?
I watched a few episodes, yeah.
It's hack, but like I'm kind of down.
They're killing it with the shows.
I don't have it. Sorry.
Me and my family are watching Naruto.
Excuse me?
the anime.
Nosferatu?
The anime.
Anime. Jesus Christ. Your wife is watching that?
Yeah.
Nobody likes that shit.
God, no.
Lots of people like that
No,
shit.
everybody just likes it because they want to be weird.
No.
Where the noises killing the
No, there's huge fan bases for that stuff.
Yeah, children.
Your kids are watching it?
Yeah.
Nice.
We started off with Dragon Ball Z. We did that. Then went to Naruto. Naruto's
there
it's like
sex in
1,000
anime?
episodes.
Isn't there sex in anime? 1,000 episodes. This guy just talked about 9 seasons. He's talking about 1,000 episodes.
I didn't say anything about 9 seasons being too much.
Crazy.
But with the kids, it's easy though. It's like they like it, we like it enough. You know what I mean? It's like it's good enough, and like it's I don't know.
Yeah, no, whatever.
And they're going back to school soon, right?
Yeah.
Oof.
It's hard to find. I mean, I don't know. Like it's. I feel as a parent, it's hard to find shit that you can watch with your kids that you like too.
Oh yeah, that's why I
that's-
send them to bed.
And
at
that
8
like
o'clock.
so the anime stuff, is kind of like it's I can deal with it. You know what I mean? Like at this point, I like it. At this
This is
point,
a
I
little
like
bit
it.
easier because your two kids
Two
are very
boys.
close in
Yeah.
the same
Yeah.
age.
I don't want
Similar
to
in
send
age
them to bed
Megan
at
and
7
her
o'clock
boyfriend.
because they fucking hate me when they grow up.
They're 14 months apart.
Got to go out there and find somebody younger.
Even younger.
Back to school. Like kids start freaking out now. Like they got to go back to school. What's the situation? Or they want to go back? Depends.
My kids don't fuck that shit.
They don't want to go back.
They don't wanna
right?
go back.
No, my kids don't want to go back. Maybe one of my kids want to go back just to get away.
Do you
from
actually, like, as a parent, do you like feel excited for them to go back?
My mother used to, you know the song for Christmas? It's the most wonderful. She used to sing that at the end of fucking
That means
August.
she was
I
ready.
think, I think they made a commercial out of that.
That means
Like,
she
I
was
think there
ready.
was, like, a Target commercial.
Yeah, Target commercial getting
probably.
supplies.
Well,
and
no,
shit.
I mean 4 children
Yeah.
at home during the day. Who they with during the day?
Jen, my wife.
She's home?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. She's probably like ready to jump off a bridge.
It's a give and take. Like she wants to be able to go to the beach because she likes that, but yeah, she needs a break. But then she's going back to work, so it's kind of like she'd rather be home for the summer. She'd rather
With
be
the kids.
With
What
the
grade
kids.
does she teach?
She's 5th grade, 4th grade, Catholic
Okay.
school. So she's with kids
Nice.
all day. It's a great
It's
choice.
Probably has the
life. What are you
patience
gonna
of an
do?
angel.
Kids, life.
Yeah.
It's all a fucking thing.
I don't know. I don't think my kids are excited to go back.
I mean,
No kids are ever excited to go
Right.
back.
I know I wasn't.
Nobody I knew was.
maybe the kids that got beat at home.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
They would probably be excited
That's
to
true.
go back.
That's a pretty
But
extreme.
I know we've spoken about this on a past episode, but like going back to school shopping, like it hits August, and even I'm 26, and I'm like, I could use a crisp notebook right now. Like, that feels good. Like a little Ticonderoga.
Ticonderoga.
Those pencils, the bright yellow.
Yeah. Remember having
Yeah, that's the
to
stuff.
cover your books? How
Yeah.
crazy was that?
I bet you Megan didn't do that. You guys covered
I
your books?
had book covers. Yes, we did.
Interesting.
Did you? So now
Yeah.
let me ask you a question with the book covers. Did you like get book covers that you bought from the store, like you buy at Office Max, or were you using like old shopping bags? Remember
No,
that?
I was buying them.
Shopping bags,
Buying
right? Like
them.
paper shopping bags.
Shopping bags,
That
absolutely.
was the shit.
Yeah, shopping
So you
bags.
could
Like
draw on them
brown
and
brown paper
Brown
bags
paper
were
bags.
book covers.
Yeah, but they also used to sell them, where you could
Yeah, they
buy
were
them that
sick.
were like printed.
That was beyond my
Tie dye. They were
Yeah.
soft.
Oh,
I
Yeah,
guess
didn't do
maybe.
any of that.
I think maybe
Yeah,
I
that
remember
was
that.
nice.
I never got those.
The best was getting new sneakers for school. That was the best.
Yeah, that
School
was-
sneakers.
Yeah, we went to Nike the other day. On Sunday, we went to the outlets. It was a war zone
I'm sure.
in Nike. Everyone was getting their back to school sneakers. It was insane.
Yeah. I hate fucking crowds at stores.
Yeah.
That happened to us last year on Labor Day. Like I wasn't thinking about it because I don't have kids, and I'll remind everybody of that. And we went to the outlets and didn't even think about it. So like we pulled up over here, and the line was like down the block, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on.
Must be a giveaway.
And then we pulled in, and like it all dawned on me. I'm like, all right, let's just see how it is.
Did you
We'll
leave?
just go.
You left?
Went into one store,
Insane.
and I was like, looked around. We gotta go.
Yeah, no thanks.
We gotta go.
No thanks.
That's
Let's get a
crazy.
Chipotle and go.
Yeah, it's weird. That was actually something that I wanted to bring up. I feel like this time signifies the end of the summer. But now that I'm adult, like a real human, I'm like, the summer doesn't end.
It doesn't end
yet.
for a while.
Like,
September.
when does fall actually start? I feel like October.
September 22nd.
Well, yeah, I know like the solstice or whatever. Thank you. But like when, like in your brain, like do you only associate fall with like October?
October 1st.
Sure. October 1st.
Okay.
No, to me, it's all about the temperature. The temperature's got to drop a little bit for me to consider it a change.
Yeah.
Like if it's
So you're not
if it's
sipping a pumpkin drink.
if
I mean,
it's
you're
still
probably definitely not
85
anyway.
degrees,
You got to get that first
it's
windy
not
day.
it's not full.
Crisp.
Yeah.
crisp morning.
You see that shit that's
Yeah.
going around on TikTok? There's a guy who's like, he's like, it's him and his girlfriend, and they do this thing about how they love like the fall weather, and he's like, oh, fucking anything between 50 and 70 degrees, the air is just so crisp. And it's a funny thing. It's a funny thing.
But
I agree totally with that.
There's been a couple mornings recently where it felt like fall.
Yeah.
A couple weeks.
Yeah.
Today is
it's
only 60
hot.
something degrees out.
Yep.
Yeah. I love
I
it.
look forward to fall fashion. I will tell you that, like sweaters and shit.
Same. Sweaters and shit.
Sweaters, fucking
Never been a
Little
sweater guy.
beanie.
button downs and shit.
I could probably count on one hand how many sweaters I've owned in my life.
Yeah.
Can't picture you in a sweater. Can picture you in a flannel though.
Yeah.
Like like a button up.
Some guy yesterday.
Button up, flannel, and button down. Are all three of those things the same thing?
No, I was thinking like a button up sweater. Like he wore a button up sweater.
Like a cardigan?
Like a cardigan?
Yeah. What are those
Never.
3 buttons?
You
in
could
there?
do a cardigan.
No. If you got big nipples and you can't wear sweaters,
What?
you know? They just don't. They are so clingy and they like show every single
I still wear
curvature.
double T-shirts, so you can't. Don't tell me. I got my nips.
You wear sweaters? You don't look like a sweater guy.
Oh,
to me.
you know what? I have worn a couple sweaters. I have worn a couple sweaters. They are tight.
I feel like Kurt's done a family photo shoot
Oh no!
and he's had a sweater on, like a cable knit.
I don't think we even do the Christmas.
Cable
family
knit's a
photos.
nice classic fucking sweater.
No way.
Like a nice cable knit's nice.
Never.
Like from J. Crew.
Cashmere?
Cashmere one? Yeah, come on, tell me about it.
What did you guys? what
Wait,
did
John,
get
you got
excited
so excited
Yeah.
and then we got off of it. What were you excited about? I said
Yesterday,
flannel.
I was at the Kava place, and there's a guy there. There's a lot of nice people there, but there's a guy there who was very quiet. And like I've made friends with pretty much everybody, all the regulars. Skinny guy, tall guy, really nice, but just quiet and like a little bit, keeps to himself.
Wears
But now
sweaters?
he's like coming out a little bit more and like saying hi to everybody, talking to everybody. And yesterday, I get there and he just turns around and he looks at me, and I'm wearing like the shit that I always wear. I was wearing like khaki shorts, like
Collared shirt.
and no, I was wearing and like a Carhartt long sleeve shirt. And he just looks at me and he goes, "JK, I really like your style." And I was
Really?
like, "Yeah, I
Wow.
own like 50 different Carhartt shirts. It's a real crazy style." And he's like, "Nah," he's like, "I
That's a
seen
great
you."
compliment.
I know, it felt so good.
You liked it?
It was amazing.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's nice. 'Cause
That's
that's a
cool.
way of expressing yourself. And compliment.
Where's the conversation go after that?
We were talking about duck hunting after that.
Yeah.
We made a bond about like hunting dogs.
And then he was like, you know what you should do? You should get some sweaters.
And John was like, I'll probably like your Instagram picture at 4 a.m. in a few weeks. So don't mind that.
I'm tight with that kid now too.
Yeah, listen, it all comes full circle.
Friends.
It was a nice compliment.
That is a nice.
That's a really nice
That is
compliment.
nice. That's a nice thing for somebody to say.
Yeah.
I want to try that.
Giving a compliment.
Yeah.
Well, you got to
You know, that's actually in a smaller scale. I've been commenting on like random girls from like high school and stuff, like their pictures on Instagram. Like if I see someone in a dress I like I would never comment on these people's pictures. And I'm like, love your dress. And like it feels so, and it's like a silly little social media thing, but I'm like, feels good to like compliment people. But I feel
Absolutely.
like sometimes we hold it in, you know?
Absolutely.
I
Absolutely.
feel like I compliment people all the time.
Do you?
I always have. I think
nice.
that's just kind of like, I don't know.
It's a good thing.
Well, aren't you the best?
Seriously.
No, but I don't think but people don't compliment me though.
Oh, come on.
Not especially people that are close to me.
Really?
Yes.
What do you think that is?
I don't know.
This turns into a therapy
That's
session.
exactly what I was thinking. How do you
Tell
feel
us
about
more.
that?
How does that make you feel?
You know.
Who do you want to compliment you?
No, listen. A compliment's a nice thing. I like
is.
but some people have a hard time taking compliments. Some people are like
Yeah.
it makes them feel uncomfortable when people compliment them. I think that's a therapy session. You know. I mean, I have tons of fucking emotional issues, but that's not one of them.
It's like sarcasm. They don't know if it's sarcasm or not, probably.
Yeah.
Like they'll take the compliment and be like, is he really being complimentary?
That's weird.
Of course it's weird.
It's a fucking
Well, low
fucked up
self-esteem.
world, bro.
It's called low self-esteem.
Yeah. Everybody's got shit that they got. You know.
They do.
People
Everyone's got
got
their demons.
People got different brands of shit. You know.
This is true.
The positivity on social media is a good thing. I think you're doing a good thing with that. Because it's
Thank
like
you.
so many people just consume shit all the time.
Yeah.
I was listening to Gary Vee this morning, and we've said it like multiple times, but it's so true. He's like, he was doing like one of those talks, and he's like, I challenge everybody in this room to like 10 things about positive health, and 10 things about whatever, something you're interested in, and you just reinvent your whole world tomorrow. Like you'll be amazed at what you see.
Right.
You know,
I'm
it's like people
struggling.
find what they want to find.
I'm
You know?
struggling lately with social media. I'm getting sucked into fucking holes.
What do you mean?
It's not like I'm using it too obsessively lately. I'm just kind of fucking like mindlessly scrolling too often.
You still do everything?
And I don't like the way it feels.
You still have them all?
I have Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok.
I took away
And now
TikTok a long time
YouTube.
ago.
What's funny is that like I got this thing called Opal that like locks out your social media.
Oh, right. You
And I
said that last
rearranged my home screen. I cleaned up my home screen.
Right.
And I put the YouTube app in on the home screen, and I never use YouTube. I never did. But now everything else locked out during the day, so now I'm fucking YouTube Shorts.
Why is that one not locked out?
All day. Because I never really used it.
Oh, okay.
I never really used it. So now like I'm cruising YouTube Shorts. Like so now, I guess you got to add that in there now too.
I took
Yeah,
TikTok
there's
away
so
a long
much.
time ago, and I don't really miss it.
Just walked away from it.
Yep, I just deleted it and didn't look back at it. It was good. I mean, I was fucking scrolling halfway through my day, but I noticed that it was. out of
But
control.
it's not like, you know how people will say, like, some people like will say things like, it makes me jealous or it makes me feel like low self-esteem. Like I don't have any, it's none of that shit.
Right.
It's none of like, it's making me feel these specific things. It just
not a
kind of
good use of time.
it just kind of becomes like this manic.
Yeah.
Like, cause I think for me, my biggest issue is that when I have nothing to do, like when I don't have like, all right, I'm in action on some specific thing that's gonna push the ball forward in life, and I have like free time, instead of being like, all right, I got some free time, let me just let me enjoy the fact that I have some free time. I have like this need to fill it up with some sort of activity, and now social media becomes that, and it's not good.
It's not good. I agree. I agree.
Where's the therapist? Let's get one on.
I'm gonna get a degree.
I know.
Become the
Therapy degree?
It'd be cool to have a therapist as a guest.
Psychological.
That'd be interesting.
That would be really cool.
I bet you there's got to be like a fucking therapist around here on Long Island that's like trying to do that thing, trying to promote themselves.
Oh,
That would be
Absolutely.
so interesting.
Well, I also
Yeah,
didn't
put
like
it
the
out.
people that took that as like a second major because then they thought they knew everything.
What,
about
like
the mind.
psychology?
Yeah, I couldn't stand that.
You want to know a true story?
Sure.
Remember when I was living in the apartment that he and I lived in together,
In Babylon?
in Babylon?
Yeah.
So the first one I had upstairs, it was me and him. Then I moved to the one that was on
Main level.
the bottom floor.
Yep.
That's when we started making music
Yeah.
together. I started 8 p.m. in that apartment. It was 2008. I started it at the fucking at the iMac computer that I sold you.
I sold that.
And
flipped it.
I had this moment in time where I was like, that's it, I'm not doing business, you know what I mean? Like, fuck it. And I started like researching Stony Brook School of to get my certification, like licensed clinical social worker, not the doctorate program. There's no fucking chance I was going to do that. But it was like a few years and I began the process. I filled out the application. I started doing it.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, fuck this shit. I got to make money, man. I gotta fucking
You could fill up your spare time with that now.
interesting.
You know?
I feel like I'd be good at that. That's something that I would be good at.
You're a mental patient.
Exactly.
Oh, boy.
But I think everybody who does that work, it does that work because of, like, I think most therapists are probably people that are, you know, that deal in the realm
On the
of
scale?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it probably
think
makes
that-
them better.
Yes.
Well, they don't really tell you anything. You
Well,
know?
because what is it? What is
it's
it?
all just you have to be a good listener and you have
Right.
to ask the right questions. And I think that's
True.
it. You have to
True.
guide people in the direction that they need to go.
You ever go to therapy?
Yeah.
No.
Never. Did
Why
you?
say it like, of course.
I mean, who am I going to talk
all
to?
the time.
I-
should
I would
talk.
drive that
You should
person
talk to
insane.
somebody. You should talk to
I
somebody.
talk to you guys.
Yeah, I know.
You don't like a conversation?
Look, he's getting nervous right now. Even
I'm
talking
not
about
nervous.
it. Like he's
I'm
getting
sitting-
tight. He's getting like.
Making
Having the
things up.
time is not. That's not a good excuse.
No, people just, it's uncomfortable at first.
You don't want to. You could say,
I don't necessarily want to.
but you should.
Yeah. I think everyone should.
For what?
But,
Just to get things off your chest?
and I feel like I struggle sometimes. Like, I don't go a
Get a
ton,
pet.
but like when I go and I don't have like shit going, it's easy to go when there's shit happening.
Of course.
But when like you're good and you have an appointment scheduled and you like walk in and have to just kind of like chit chat,
See,
And
well,
then
that's what I
you
feel
don't
like.
have like a shitty story to talk about.
I feel like I've broke through that barrier, and I feel like sometimes when things are good is the best shit because
I
it's
agree
kind of like
completely.
the gym for your mind almost. It's like you're just
'cause
kind of
it's
like,
why are things good right now? What's going right?
Yeah.
Let's talk through it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
I
that's
feel
like an
I
uncomfortable
would
thing
stop
to get used
going
to.
once I felt like I was cured. I mean, it's just like a chiropractor. Your back hurts, your back hurts. You go. As soon as your back feels good, you forget about the chiropractor.
no,
Yeah.
nope.
I've been
What,
going to the
you saying
same
you have
one
something to
for
be cured of?
7 years.
What'd you say?
7 years.
You've been seeing
I've been
this
going to this
7
one.
years.
the same.
And like, yeah, since I was like 19.
Is there any
Crazy
value
shit.
in switching it up?
Yes, I've done.
Probably.
I've switched up. I had a guy,
Probably.
and now I have a woman, and I think the two separate perspectives. I'm not going to say one's better than the other, but I think it's cool that I have now experienced both because it's a completely different experience. And the woman.
You know what's up next?
Yeah.
Robots. You know?
Yeah.
Just talk to a robot.
Yeah.
It'd be very.
Robot therapy.
That type of shit is going to be a real thing, though.
Robot therapy.
Totally.
Yeah, because they can consume all the information about being a therapist that's ever been consumed.
Yeah, but I
but
think
you
that's
have to
something
know
that
that you're talking
because
to
there
a
is no
robot.
because you're not there's no answer. You're not going to therapy for an answer. You're never going
It's
to find an
situational,
answer.
though. It's situational. They'll be able to interpret every situation that's ever been presented.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
without a
don't know.
doubt.
I don't know. I think a lot of things are
think
going to be
it'll
that.
happen. Oh my God,
I don't
would
know
wanna talk
about
to a
that.
robot.
Gonna happen. Doctor gonna be the first thing.
Crazy.
That definitely because that's pretty black and white, kind of. I think it's more black like you have cancer, you don't have cancer, is a lot more black and white than, hey, I fucking they didn't tell me they didn't tell me they loved me enough when I was 7, and fucking now I'm doing all these things because of that. You know what I mean? Like that's not black and white.
It's
Yeah,
interesting.
it is interesting.
It's interesting. The age groups that go to therapy, but there's also different
It's
categories.
no,
of
like
therapy.
Megan's age group, like it's popping now. Like younger people.
because they're all.
Because they're all what?
Nothing. I didn't finish. I'm not finishing.
But I think it's gone like full circle. You have
Nothing
like,
against you,
have
Megan, I
like
swear to
our
God.
parents' generation who are like, that's fucking ridiculous. I'm not going to no fucking.
Sure,
I'm not
definitely.
going to no shrink. And then I think you have the extreme with some of the younger people to where like now every single solitary conversation is an analysis of childhood trauma. And-
Jesse
you
just
know what I mean?
explained my thoughts.
Yeah, but I think like in the middle of the road, like if you're a person and you got shit going on, it definitely is a good thing to be able to go talk to somebody who has no skin in the game, who is not like you don't have to worry about whether or not that person's going to judge you or tell somebody else
Yeah.
what you said or
Rather than fuck up relationships with people in your own life. 'Cause
Yeah,
you gotta deal
yeah.
with Some of your
True-
internal shit. That's
true-
a big thing. that
true
I
story,
think,
true story.
Especially as a parent and like people
Yeah.
project shit.
Well, you're gonna hate me for saying it, but what's the difference between a really close good friend?
big
You can talk
difference.
to. Why?
Because
Huge difference.
because your friends judge you whether or not they want to or not.
I'm not
Like,
talking about friends. This is like a bunch of your friends.
No.
I'm talking about the dude or the girl that you could go to and talk to and feel comfortable.
not to say that that's not valuable because of course it's valuable, but like there are certain like schools of thought like there's like research done on like specifically how
Next steps on how
things that happened to you when you were a kid, spanning all sorts of shit, how that plays out in your adult life and how it creates behaviors that are holding you back or not allowing you to live the best possible life. And there's a lot of specific information on that stuff. So like going to someone who's a professional who, has theoretical knowledge that you can discuss
right.
is a lot different than talking to your buddy over a fucking 12-pack who's going to make you feel good in the moment. But sometimes what you need is somebody to do the opposite.
Right.
Is not make you feel good and tell you what you don't want to hear but then there's different kind of therapists like what you said. Like some people have therapists where they don't tell them anything. Like I've had both. I've had a therapist
I said that?
who talk yeah, you just said that. I've had a therapist who talked to me like a dude who
Right.
was very conversational, very like, here's my opinion.
another one that
This
just
is what I
listens.
think. And then I've had one that is a lot less.
clinical.
Yeah, a lot more of, well, why do you think that? And you know what I mean?
Right.
It's interesting. I'm a fan.
Therapy.
And this episode is sponsored by BetterHelp.
Right?
Have you seen those?
Right?
Telemedicine.
I saw a TikTok the other day that it was like, there's going to be a huge scandal about them in like 3-4 years.
About who?
Just
BetterHelp?
BetterHelp. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's kind of like the 7-Eleven of therapists, right? It's like fucking
I honestly don't even
get an
I've never
account, we'll
looked at
match
the
you up to
platform.
somebody for $35 a month or something.
Yeah, but what's wrong with that?
I mean, nothing on face value.
I'm sure it's nothing you want to go cheap on.
What?
I'm sure it's nothing you want to go cheap on.
I think
I don't know.
I think it's like you gotta.
It's a good alternative.
Yeah,
you know,
I think so too. I
insurance.
think there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. The therapist situation is caught up in the whole insurance scheme of this world.
I cash pay and always have because I feel like the insurance on it's not very good. I pay $80 a session. Is that a lot?
Yeah.
No idea. Yes. She just said, yep. I could talk to me for $60.
Kurt
That's
smoking.
Lights
I'll
included.
listen to everything for an hour and a half. How long
Yep.
is the sessions?
He's
I'll
like,
go a
"Wow."
half hour extra.
He's like, "Yep, you should do that. Definitely do that.
No, I'm going to write all this down. We'll discuss over it next week.
Write all this down. Put it in the chat. GPT. I'll be back.
I have some tips for you with cool titles.
You want emojis?
Should have been a doctor.
Chat GPT.
Potentially getting another dog.
Again?
Is that crazy? What do you mean again? I only got
You
one
thought
once.
about getting another dog
Multiple times.
Yeah.
multiple times.
Yeah, but I'm thinking about it again. Yeah. All right, I'm
What
thinking.
kind?
What? Same kind.
That's it. You can only buy those dogs, huh?
I kind of think so.
A black one
A black one, yeah,
with the ears.
with the ears.
Babies.
Yeah, babies, 8 weeks.
What do you mean by
she-
with the ears?
I spoke to the breeder. She's got
Not
two.
cut ears is what you're saying?
No, cut ears.
Oh, you're going to do the ears.
Overall, you feel like your dog's well behaved.
Pretty well behaved, yeah.
Okay.
I think that I think what's interesting is that like she's at a point where I think that she's as far as like the standard of like a regular dog, she's behaved. For the breed that she is, like she's still got a lot of fucking energy, and that's a factor. But I think the next one I could do even better job because now I know all of the things that I did right and I didn't do right.
And you're going to get a male?
Yeah.
Is the other one spaded? Neutered?
Spade, yeah. Spaded. And they say that the better move is to get not same sex. They say same sex creates competition.
Yeah, they'll fight.
You know, it was a funny
Yeah.
situation. I was on vacation a few weeks ago. My family, they kept saying like every time there'd be like a funny situation would happen, they'd be like, "You gonna use this on the podcast?" Yeah,
Oh,
it's funny though.
it's funny, but it'll get to you.
Then there'd be like something like traumatic would happen. Not traumatic, but you know, like family vacation traumatic would happen. I'd be like, "Oh, I got plenty of material now." You guys are in trouble
Better listen to this one.
Do you guys get a lot of people come up to you about the podcast? People like talk to you about it?
often.
Lately, the last couple of weeks, yeah.
Who?
Just random.
What do they say about me?
Random people at work. My brother likes you. Random people at work are saying, "Did I just?" Oh, you know, this is the weirdest thing.
What?
A parent of my daughter's friends saw us,
Interesting.
and he was like, he couldn't believe it, and he was like, "I can't believe this." So that kind of like passed around, and then Danielle Lynch just got it the other day.
Oh,
and it was
shit.
like,
You running for mayor of Lindenhurst?
no.
People come up to me all the time and say how much they love Megan.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I got no compliments on her. No, I'm always
Yeah, tell us
To who? To who?
to my cyber bullies.
Oh yeah, you got
You only got one, right?
you got no. She got hit with a couple people.
I
Oh,
got a
that's
few
fine.
people that didn't like
the
me.
price of
No,
fame,
One of them
man.
had a picture of a deer on a wall as his profile picture. I'm like, you really get a grip.
But
Nice
You
fucking
replied to
deer.
any of them?
I replied to that one guy.
What'd you
I didn't
say?
reply to
Don't.
the guy that said I had a face for radio. That was the roughest one.
Don't do
that's
that.
sad.
What did
I
you
got
say?
it.
What did you say?
Don't do that.
I said I love your pro pic,
Got it.
and it's a deer on the wall. And I'm just like, if you are sitting there comment like I hate it. As someone who was bullied as a child, I have a thick skin, and I don't fuck with the cyberbullying at age 26.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. But that shit. I mean, when we did lunchroom, I got weird stuff.
It's
but
gonna
it didn't. It's a
Yeah.
weird thing to think that like anybody would do that. Like, who are
It's
you?
so easy. It's
But-
just so easy for
It's
them
like,
to
it's
do it.
so odd.
Yeah, but I mean, now you're famous, so you got to deal with it.
I know. It's like when you're obsessed with me, you comment all the time. Like someone was like, I had said
my God.
specifically in the clip, and they go, "Did she say specifically?"
Oh, yeah, I
Yes.
did. I saw that
Did
one,
you
too.
say Pacifically?
No.
Maybe.
I probably said Pacifically.
My vernacular is tight. I
Kermit
don't know any of the
definitely-
terms you guys use, but
Also.
I do enunciate.
Blame everything on me. Don't worry about any of those people. Losers.
Yeah, fuck you, guy.
These guys are
Yeah,
losers.
Kurt will beat you up.
No,
Yeah.
no, I won't beat them up. I will.
Just this conversation is going to elicit more of it.
I will verbally attack.
Bring it
them
on,
back.
you little fucking cyber bitches.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait,
Roll
mean.
alert.
what is that like a chakra bracelet you got there? What do you got?
Which one? This one?
No, the blue one.
The blue one? No, this is something my 5-year-old daughter made me, and I can't take it off because
Ah.
I'm superstitious.
Shit.
Yeah.
I was about to start making fun of
You know
him.
what's really sad? This one is a dinosaur heart, right? My son got the
Dinosaur
other-
heart?
It's a dinosaur in a heart.
Oh.
And my son had the dinosaur at the start of last year. He lost it the first week of school, and I still have it on my arm.
Those bracelets look
I
like
can't take it off.
a guy who like his whole life worked in like a corporate job, and then like one day he just fucking quits, and now he only wears flip flops, smokes weed, grows long hair. You know what I mean?
great.
Like he's that guy.
Sounds
You don't
great.
see that?
I like a nice man bracelet.
Yeah.
Love it. It's one of my favorite things. It's
What
a
do you
nice
mean, like
accessory.
a leather? Like a leather?
No, like what you're wearing
Oh.
right there. Like it makes your arms look thinner too.
There's a lot of guys who wear like there's like a movement of like guys who wear like bracelets like with their watches, like something like that that matches. I don't think it's too much for me. Though.
This is just things that my kids make, and I throw it on.
That's a nice thing. That's a nice thing.
So like
cute.
but those are nice accessories for you. I think it works with your whole shit. You know,
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Style.
Give him compliments. I like your style.
Thank you. I like the compliments. It feels good.
I was gonna make
That
fun of you.
mixed with all
can
the
make fun
fucking
of me.
beer
Like, not
gear
like
you
really
wear.
make fun of you, but like
I'm used to getting made fun of. I'll take all those
We
compliments.
got to get you
all
a
those
sponsor,
things. Of like what?
a beer sponsor.
Should I be drinking more different beers? What? That's not a real sentence.
should I be drinking more different beers?
Phil from New Belgium said he would hook you up. He's like he
Yo,
wants
New
to get you
Belgium-
like a full suit, like a
New
full
Belgium
Voodoo
is
Ranger suit.
One of my. I'll wear the.
That would
skeleton
be
head.
sick.
Yeah.
I'll wear the head.
Or the outfit, like the costume.
Damn
Oh my
straight.
Oh, that
god!
is so
what about
cool.
like a mechanic suit, like a jumpsuit? I want a reason to wear a
Probably wear that.
jumpsuit
I'd
so
probably be
bad.
super hot in that though. I will
Super hot,
say,
like Hansel hot.
my new
fucking-
no super hot is in sweaty hot. I will say my new favorite beer right now because I just got it, is 1985. It's a series New Belgium. Has
is that?
mango taste in it.
Really?
Yes, it's delicious.
And isn't that your favorite seltzer flavor?
What's his name? Jim. Yes, it
Phil.
is my. No, actually, got a new one. It's peach now.
Peach?
Yep, White Claw
Really?
peach.
Wow.
No, I got 2 mangoes in the fridge that I'm ready to hit up.
I haven't had a seltzer.
might snort 'em tonight.
in a fucking long time. But I went to the DR and I hadn't drank beer in I don't know how long. But I was rocking some Presidentes, ice cold, ice cold. Those were fucking amazing.
in the hot heat.
In the hot
It's
heat,
delicious.
ice cold. I was like, wow.
I'm starting to get into the tone of like when I mow the lawn and I am dripping sweat.
Cold one right after.
Cold mow.
Hey, Jake.
Shirtless?
Oh my God.
Jake, Daddy needs a cold
No,
one.
You just take your shirt off.
No.
You take your shirt off and you're like,
Wrap it around your head.
Wrap it around my head.
My
put
dad
hat
does
over it.
that.
"Get me a high life, Jake. Get me a high life, Jake." And you got like beer on your breath, like dad beer breath.
I am yet to ask my child for an alcoholic beverage yet.
It's coming.
I don't think I've
It
done
probably will.
coming.
It probably will.
He's soon he's gonna be drinking them.
He's
Yeah.
chomping at the bit, waiting to get me one. You need anything,
What'd you
Dad?
say?
that. He's got abs
I
already.
think Dad said I need a beer. John's got to pee.
Let him pee. So does that mean it's over?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, we're good.
an hour 18
All right.
feels like enough.
We've been chit chatting.
There's always
Chit chatting.
Okay. Fuck, marry, kill. The mini packs of cookies.
Interesting.
All right. This was submitted by a listener.
What's the,
Really?
What's the mini pack of cookies?
This was submitted
Yeah,
by a
this-
listener?
Yep.
Yep.
We're really making it.
Yeah, we are.
Holy shit.
Chips Ahoy Nutter Butters.
Oh, wow. That's hard.
You know what we're talking about, right?
Yeah.
We're not talking about the full size ones. We're talking about the little mini packs that you get.
Yes.
I mean,
I
unfortunately,
guess they're the same.
I hate to
not the
see.
same.
I'd have to kill Nutter Butter, but I hate to do it. Like I hate to do it because the Nutter Butter is nice, but I gotta kill Nutter Butter. I'm marrying fucking Chips Ahoy and I'm fucking Oreos.
I'm killing Chips Ahoy. I'm fucking Oreos, and I'm marrying Nutter Butters. They're my favorite thing in the world.
Interesting.
I get them daily,
Wow.
basically, at this point.
What?
I get Nutter Butters, the mini package of Nutter Butters. I eat one bag a day. Easily.
Interesting.
They're so good and they last long and the taste stays in your mouth.
They're good. Nutter
Yeah.
Butters are very good.
We're talking
They are
about the little
they're
mini ones,
underrated.
right?
I would argue that they're better than a Chips Ahoy cookie.
Yeah, they're the best.
Chips
Yeah.
Ahoy is my first love. I could possibly say that like I might not even like them anymore, but like Chips Ahoy was like the first cookie that was given to me.
I
Really?
know like that was a thing, but like Chips Ahoy now as an adult, just a dusty cookie. Just a dusty ass cookie.
But an Oreo, I would marry an Oreo all day long.
Yeah.
See, there's problems.
Who are
with
you
all-
fucking?
see,
Probably a Nutter Butter.
Interesting.
Honestly.
Sexy.
So you're throwing away Chips Ahoy.
I think so.
Without a doubt, Chips Ahoy to me is just a dusty ass cookie.
Chips Ahoy,
See, my-
like
my-
a fresh
I would
pack.
rather have like a Toll
love
House
Chips Ahoy.
cookie, like
Well-
the ones, the squares that you put them on the thing.
No, those are great.
That's
Those are
why,
great.
That's why you got to bust out you got to get rid of the Chips Ahoy because chocolate chip cookie is a fucking art form. You've had
100%.
hundreds of better chocolate chip cookies
Yeah, but that's
than
not-
Chips
but
Ahoy
that's not what we're
in
talking
your
about.
life. That like, yeah, but I'm saying, she's saying just in between those three things. That doesn't mean you can't go out and have like a nice warm
Yeah,
that you put
in
in the
between
microwave
these
for
three
11-second
things.
chocolate
Yeah.
chip cookie.
You're right.
You know?
No, you know what's
I
the
would take that over all the
I'm going to
things.
tell you the best packaged the best packaged chocolate chip cookies I think are Tate's. Tate's
Tate's
Yeah,
are
Tate's are good.
so
Tate's cookies
good.
are fucking off the charts.
Tate's has got a
So
new
is-
gluten-free flavor, lemon. Holy shit! I just did a
Like a
bag.
lemon-
Tate's is Long Island. Maybe
Yeah.
Tate's will sponsor us.
Tate's is good. Famous Amos is also good.
I met him.
You mean Amos?
Amos?
Tate.
I met Wally Amos.
Andrew Tate.
I swear to God, I met him. I used to do business with that company. They are on Long Island. And I was walking up to the door, and the guy was literally wearing a fucking watermelon hat. And if you Google him, he's like a 9-foot tall black guy who wears a watermelon hat. That's his thing.
Wow.
Like, that's who he is.
It's weird.
It's amazing.
What do you got, Kurt?
And I met
Yeah,
him.
Kurt. What do you think?
The problem is I always have to associate cookies with milk. So you can't dip any of these minis in milk. So Oreos would get thrown away if you had to dip it in milk because they mush right away. But I'd have to kill, I guess, chocolate chip cookies because you made a good point there. Oreos are a little bit different. I'd fornicate with those sons of bitches.
And
then
marrying Nutter
I'd
Butter?
marry Nutter. Dude,
Wow.
peanut butter is
Yeah.
like
Same.
He's saying
peanut
I'd
butter. Peanut butter is
Them
ridiculous.
sons of bitches.
You know what you could do though, from a milk standpoint, is just dump the whole
Dump the whole
bag
thing in. Yeah.
and
Then
then
that
just
would be a disaster. Oh
that
my god.
milk
that'd be
is
so
something
good.
that I like. I
But if
stopped
they were
drinking
real
milk.
size cookies, Oreos would be killed, and Chips Ahoy's would be dipped.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Wait, I prefer
love
dipping
cookies.
Oreo.
You put an Oreo in there, they're
Well, you
mush
don't-
out in
yeah,
2
yeah,
seconds.
But here's the thing: you
in
gotta
2 seconds,
you
they're
gotta
mushy.
know. Yeah, no, not 2 seconds.
I just said
An Oreo?
You gotta do a 6 count. You know, you,
You
put
can't
it
get
in.
to 6 in an Oreo.
Absolutely.
No way. They start melting around your fingers.
No.
It starts
It's
disintegrating.
because you're holding them
Yeah.
too tight.
5, 6, 7, 8.
You gotta have a loose grip. 6 seconds on that Oreo.
I never was a cookie
Oh,
dipper.
it's
I don't.
so
You
good.
dip your cookies in milk, Meg?
Yeah.
When she was
Yeah,
5.
definitely. I would dunk cookies in there and then eat them like
that's
sopping
what he was
wet.
just
Like
talking
cereal?
Yeah, that's
the move.
delicious.
Like
I
right
also
now,
like melted
like
ice cream.
today, right now, like a sleeve of Oreos and a cold glass of milk. You doing it?
100%.
Yes.
Really?
I love sugar.
Yes.
Now here's the
Yeah.
The
caveat.
milk part surprises me. Though.
Here's the caveat about the mini bag. They don't, do they? Yes, they do. I should have said this. If we're talking golden Oreo mini bag, I'm marrying the golden Oreo mini bag.
Golden Oreo.
Golden Oreos are so nice. My wife loves
so
golden Oreos
good.
and tries to
I
say
would
golden
never.
Oreos are better than regular Oreos,
Oh,
which I
no,
think
no,
is
no, no,
insane.
no, no.
But the golden Oreos are nice. I
Talking
gotta
about
pee.
the beige cookie? No way.
Yeah, like remember Vienna
way.
Fingers?
Yes.
Oh my god, my mom
Yes,
loves
those are okay.
But Vienna Fingers is a golden Oreo.
100%.
It's the same thing.
Yes.
But I will say, they don't even like they're not in the same category for me, but they are good. Like
What?
they do taste good.
Vienna Fingers?
Yes.
They are
Like,
in a
they're
different
Yeah, they're
category.
good. They're good.
But like I would never, if an Oreo is out, I'm never picking a Vienna finger. Ever.
No, I feel like a Vienna
No.
finger is something like you get when you visit your mom's house. And
No,
she's
you're
got Vienna
82 if you're
Yeah.
eating a Vienna
You know
finger.
what's real? No. Pepperidge Farm Milano
Never
cookies.
had them.
I love Milano.
You ever have a mint Milano?
I body
Woo!
a mint Milano.
Body a mint.
Pumpkin Milano. I
That-
love those.
Milanos are nice.
Those are really good.
Is
She is in heaven right now.
a
I
rainbow
love eating.
is a rainbow cookie in this same conversation, or is that more of a bakery?
No, that's a pastry.
No.
That's
And
a
those
rainbow
are
cookies.
gross.
Because rainbow cookies, you don't like those?
No.
They're fucking great.
She never
I
had
like a black
Patsy's.
and white though. I got one of those the other day.
High school, every day in high school, I would get like a turkey sandwich and a fucking black and white cookie.
They're so
I would get
good.
that black and white cookie in high school. This guy definitely remembers that cookie. Every day.
No, I never. I could safely say I never
what
had
about
those.
black and white cookies?
Yeah, those are nice.
Never had one.
But I don't know if those are in the same category.
Joey D's? No, they're definitely.
We just brought up Milanos.
Yeah.
Milanos are
Pepperidge
nice.
Farms?
Pepperidge Farm.
Pastries.
John's got like 18 beverages.
Milanos are in. Milanos aren't pastry.
No, they're cookie. He brought up the Italian.
I said a
cookies.
rainbow cookie is a rainbow cookie, the same thing.
No, it's pastries.
Yeah,
Pastry.
those are good. Those are good. That'll be on next episode.
Cookies.
All right, you guys. Thanks for
platter of
listening in. We never do like an intro or an outro.
No, that's your job now. You're good at it.
All right. If you're gonna leave a comment, it better be fucking nice. You guys.
Yes.
Yeah. And if you're gonna leave a mean one, you better have a real profile picture.
Right?
Love it.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Joe,
Compliment someone on Instagram instead.
All right.